Let's do it. Let's do it. 6 p.m. here in the Pacific. Infiniti here. It's July 6th. So 7/6/2024. I'm back from yesterday being so rudely interrupted with or at our live right when we were going to get started with the oracle readings. I lost power. I'm assuming due to the heat. It never gets as hot as it is here, and it's even hotter today than it was yesterday. It is crazy hot, and so I'm sure that had something to do with it. I'm feeling that the transformer was overloaded or something like that. About 1,000 people were affected. And when I looked it up, it wasn't even on the chart yet because I was on it so quickly that I was probably one of the first people to report it. So that was, that was interesting. A real quick change in the timeline, just like that. Everything going dark here and staying dark for the next 5 hours, I think. Or 4 hours, something like that. Close to 4 or 5 hours. It was dark here. It was very hot. No, I don't have AC anyway, but no swamp coolers, no fans. So we stayed outside. The dogs, we played fetch and stayed out there as late as we could stay out there. Then we came back and I made dinner and by candlelight. And that's what you want to do when it's super hot is fire. But yeah, that's all I had to, I have a flashlight, but I need to have light throughout the house without just, everything being dark and all that, it freaks the animals out when it's all, they've gotten used to it. They know what it means. I've lived in the mountains for like 9 years now, first in Southern California and then in Northern California. And it's a thing that happens way more than it happens anywhere else that I've ever lived is power going out either from heat or from wind or from snow or from, them just shutting it off because of whatever reasons. Hey there. Welcome. Hey, Karen and Adrian. Happy Saturday. Thanks for joining me. So here we are again. I have confirmation with 5 or 4. 4 of the people that got oracle readings were going to definitely join me back here tonight. There she is. There's Laura. Hi. She's my first girl is going to join me. And I believe she's going to join me here live. So is that, not like you are live, but on stage with your video on and everything. Is that right? And if so, you should have gotten my email with the instructions. I didn't follow up after that. It's been a really busy day. This day has gone by so fast. So fast. Pretty ridiculous. So let me know. And if so, do the things that you need to do to come. You should pop up on my screen here and then you'll be joining me here in a minute. I do want to do a little review. Kind of circle back on what I mentioned yesterday a wee little bit. And that was about the 15th and how I was watching Moon Omens and Nina about the new moon. And she started talking about the 15th and it was Mars and Uranus. And there's something going on there. And I couldn't really quite remember. Well, today, and let me get the link for you guys. And I especially, I want all of you to watch it because it's really, really interesting. This is the day that after other plans of starting my Soul Quest program in June, but after May being what it was, there was no way I was going to start it in June. And then, deciding to start it in July and then not even actually being able to start it July, the beginning of July, like I had kind of thought, but because of July 4th and just, I needed more time to prepare and get everything updated and ready. to start on the 15th. And that felt really, really good. And so that's what we're doing. We're starting, the doors open for the Soul Quest program on July 15th. You sign up now. Today and tomorrow. Tomorrow's last day for the $100 or $50 off, whether you pay in full or pay in payments. For the Soul Quest program to start with me when it launches. So I'm incentivizing people to start with me right away when we get going, get the ball rolling, get the energy going, get the community started. My vision is that I have people coming in all the time, whether it's one a week or one every couple weeks or 5 in a month or whatever. You can start the Soul Quest program at any time. And, but like I said, I did want to, incentivize people to start with me right away. And I'm going to get you the link to the page. Things are moving a little slow here, but I'm going to get you the link to the page. You can read all about the Soul Quest program and watch the webinar that I did this past Monday about the Soul Quest program as well. And the information is there for, it says you're backstage. Okay, let me see that here in a second. Yes, I signed. Oh, Chris says, hi, Chris. Hi, hi, I'm glad the power is back. Me too. They first said 5 a.m. and then I was like, oh God, that's all night. I don't have any air all night. And I've literally had the swamp cooler right at the corner of my bed shooting at me all night because it's been so warm. Plus another little guy on the floor. But luckily, and I did actually fall asleep. But luckily I woke up and the lights were on. I was like, oh my gosh, I don't think I've been asleep very long. And I had been asleep maybe 5 minutes. So it's all back. So stoked. Yes, I signed into the link you sent me. Okay, I don't see you here. I should be able to see you pop up right here, but I don't see you here. When you're backstage, is there something there to ask to come on stage? Because I don't see anything here for you. Or in the private room. Hey, Bo. Yeah, she says she's backstage. I don't see that. Is there something there? Here, let me share the link with you here. If that's confusing, you should be able to easily either, request to go on. I can't remember exactly what it says, but something about requesting to go. Let me see, what am I doing here? Okay, I don't know what that is. Oh, here we go. So I can see what it says, so I can know, because it's hard to tell you what to do if I don't see it. So I'm entering the studio as a viewer. Did you connect to YouTube? Because it's asking that I connect to YouTube. Oh, come on. I'm using a different YouTube then. Shit. No, now I'm not going to be able to get on there. So it wants my password. Okay. Okay, so you signed in because I don't see you here. When people come up, usually they pop up on my thing right here, and I have to add you to this. I have to add you, and you're not here. So can you watch my feed and everything on the app? Is there something I was going to get on there, but now it wants me to sign into my old Google account. I can't remember the password. So that yeah, I really don't. I haven't signed in. Like it just is always signed in. Oh, cool. I did remember the password. Sweet. Gosh, there's all these steps. So hang on. Yes. Oh my gosh. The steps that the hoops they take you through are ridiculous. It's like, get on YouTube, then sign in there. And then it's like, I don't even, like, what is going on here? Hopefully it wasn't that hard for you. Oh my gosh, I'm over it. I can't figure it out right now. I don't like you guys all just sitting there with this going on. The screen is black. I can't see the video. Okay, can you try closing that all down? And then let me just send you did I put the link up here? Let me just send you the link here. Oh, I already put it up there. Yeah, maybe close that because it sounds like it's not making sense. You're watching, okay. So you're on your app? Are you on the actual app? Or are you on the desktop? That's another thing. Like, I'm not sure where you're trying to come in at. But there should be something. Have you clicked on something to ask me to bring you up here? Okay, try. If you could do it on your actual, oh, you don't have a computer, do you? You're doing it on your phone. I think I remember you saying you didn't have a computer right now. Yeah, just close it. I mean, if we can't get this figured out for you, hopefully it'll work for other people, but I don't want to hold this up for too long. I really wanted you to come on live. It should not be that hard. It's waiting for me to invite you on stage, but I don't have anything coming up here at all telling me that you're waiting to come on stage. Oh, frustrating. Yes, I am having issues. Bear with me, everybody. I want to get Laura up here for her oracle reading because it's just so much fun when people are actually on video. And then I click having issues and that's not doing anything. Yeah. Oh, finally. Good Lord. Everything's taking forever. So just give me a second here, you guys. I'm going to see customer service. They're usually really good with this because they know people are streaming, live and stuff. So they have people waiting to help. I can't hear my guest. Camera works. So did I. Ask another question or get in touch. Get in touch. Hopefully live chat. Here we go. Okay. Come on. Live support, customer service. Okay, you guys, bear with me. Hopefully we'll figure this out real soon. Chat started. Ariel joined the chat. Ariel is typing. Hi, this is Ariel. Hi, Ariel. I'm live and everyone is waiting. Please help. Says she is waiting to be let in and I can't see any notification. She is using the phone app. They may be in a different studio. Can you double check with them and make sure they have the same link? You did try to use the new link, right? Please try to use the new link. She's asking, they may be in a different studio. Can you double check with them and make sure they're using the same link? So I'm going to put it up again to make it easy. Okay, we can. Well, I'm here talking to her now, so let's just figure this out and see. Or if you're talking with this one, I mean, if you're trying this link, because maybe, there's Nicole. She's in there. Hey, Nicole. I'm not going to let everybody up on stage at the same time because I don't need all that energy. Just going to have people come in when it's their turn. Is Gabby here? I haven't seen or heard from Gabby, actually. Oh, Nicole's gone. I just tried the new link and it says Google blocked it. Oh, cool. Gabriella's it. Can you try to get on, Gabriella? It says Google blocked it. Okay, I said she just tried the new link from the studio and Google is blocking it. So let's see what Ariel says. Because I have not seen that before. It's working. Obviously, it worked for Nicole. I just saw Nicole. So it's got to be something funky going on maybe with your phone. But let's see here. Can she send a screenshot of the error message she gets? Oh, we don't need to go through all that. That's going to take too long. That's going to take too long. Okay, we'll just move on for now. Yeah, we can just go without the video. That's a bummer because I want to know, Gabrielle, if you can get in. I just saw Nicole, so it's clearly working for her. I don't know why Google would block it. That doesn't make much sense. But anyway, that's a bummer. So we'll just do your oracle reading like this. I do oracle readings like this all the time. I do prefer being, face to face. It's just so much more fun. Did Laura sign in with StreamYard than YouTube or Facebook? She said that she did, but I'm not sure what's going on. I'm trying to click the link and have to log in. You have to, it needs you to log in on some account to use that to join me. So either log into Facebook or log into YouTube. You have to use, Nicole said she had to use Safari. Do you have an iPhone? Laura, can you use Safari? Google does weird shit sometimes with links. I've had Google shut me down, not let me go to links. And I'm like, what are you doing? And I've had to do the same thing. I've had to do Safari and then it works, even on my computer. So, I'm like way back here. Yeah, she says, oh, I'm not sharing her. Come on. There seems to be a weird lag too. Yeah, let's see. If you can use, yeah, because she was, so the Safari worked. If you can use Safari, or if you have another browser besides Google. No, okay, now Gabriella is saying it's not letting you click the link. Okay, everybody's having issues. Says to use Safari, but oh, so Google is just being a real bitch and wants to, and you don't have Safari, or you can't, but can I, you can't use Safari? Okay. All right. You can't get in either? What the heck? What a bummer. So Nicole's the only person that can get in? Okay. Well, that's really frustrating. I gotta say, that is really frustrating that all of you are willing and want to get on and you can't. Yeah, that's a bummer. Okay. It is so much more fun to talk to people than a screen. I gotta say, it is so much more fun to do this like that. But if you guys can't or don't have anything besides Google, apparently Google isn't working. If you have computer, if you could try on your computer versus your phone. But yeah, let's move on. Okay, Laura, you there, my dear? Let's get going. Sometimes text shit, I swear to God. I'm being reminded, be grateful that you're here at all, and we're all connecting like this to begin with. Try not to be too upset about it. Tech is weird, and we have weird energies going on, and blah, 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 blah. So whatever. Whatever. All right. Whew. So, my dear Laura, just give me a second here. Kind of Control Alt Delete on the energy field. Let me get back on my phone here and put some music. I need a new, everything having to do with tech right now and signing in and logging in and all this stuff is, woo! Gotta tell you. And I'm going to go back to what I was, oh yeah, I was in the middle of talking about, I'm going to finish what I was doing and then we're going to get started. That'll help clear the air as well, because I was in the middle of talking about the Soul Quest stuff, and then we got all sidetracked with all this login business. So let me just finish what I was doing. I wanted to give people the Soul Quest program. We're just going to start over because I don't remember where I was. I got flustered with all of this. So here is the link to... I missed what she said. Okay, whatever. I'm not getting back into that. Here. You know what's really frustrating right now is that this help thing is right. The bubble for help is like right where you would click the send thing on the, like that is some really irritating design. Okay, so that is the link to the Soul Quest program, where you can watch the webinar and get the codes for signing up. And I wanted to get you all the link to this video that I was almost done watching. So I just saw it right before we came on. I was like, oh, how long is the video? 13 minutes. I'm like, oh, I got 10 minutes, so I can't watch the whole thing, but I almost did. But I want to share this with you because it is about the 15 of July, the exact day that we're going to be officially launching and starting. For those people that are in the Soul Quest program, is going to be starting with me. Laura is one of them. Ryan and Michelle so far are going to be starting with me, and anybody else that's interested, if you have questions, if you need longer term to pay, please reach out. Hopefully this video really gets you fired up. It is what's her name? Tanya Gabrielle. She's an astronumerologist. She's also gotten into some channeling. She calls her readings intuitive astronumerology. She does really different, really cool shit. I highly recommend her and her videos and her reports. I've gotten a couple of her reports in the past. She does some really, really cool stuff. She just put out this video, I believe. When did she put that? It's pretty new. I don't want to click on it because I don't want to start playing, but it's pretty new, and it is about the 15th, and it is a square. It's a Mars-Uranus square in Taurus, and she gets into the whole thing, and it's very, very much in alignment, big time, with everything that we talked about yesterday and all the different things I've talked about. But this is really, really in alignment with the Soul Quest program, what we're doing, and all this energy. It supports it so much. She says, I knew I was going to forget it, so I made a note. She says, it's the open door to shift things that have been stuck. And I was like, oh, that's perfect. Perfect. Not just stuck, but buried and deep and all of these things, and needing to, it's that open door energy that we're going to be stepping into. So the planets are aligning just perfectly to get the Soul Quest launched. As a reminder, if right now isn't the right time to start the Soul Quest program with us, and you're like, oh, I need another month or so to get some things done, or to, have the money or whatever. I really hope it's not a money thing, because if it's a money thing, we can talk about that. I'm very, very flexible about money as much as I possibly can be. I'm pretty generous. I'm pretty flexible. I'm pretty charitable when it comes to working with people with money and money stuff, because it's really important that we work on the money wound and we don't let money hold us back, especially when it comes to our ascension and our soul connection. I mean, this is primary healing, and this business of helping people connect to their souls are my primary missions. Besides being an all-around cool girl, woo-woo hippie girl. So this is why I do services by donation, and I work on a sliding scale, and I do I take payments, I do all these things that I'm guided to do, which, by the way, I'm going to be doing an email pretty soon. Make sure you're subscribed to my email through my website, because I have made some big changes to my services. A lot of them have been, I've cut the price. I'm adding things. I'm going to be doing a couple bundle things that are totally new. So keep your eyes peeled for that, and just make sure that you're subscribed to the website to get that email that I'm going to be sending out, just generally speaking. But otherwise, reach out if you have any questions, or want to inquire about special arrangements when it comes to the Soul Quest program, or anything else for that matter. I do make special arrangements even for one-off healing sessions. If people need some time to pay, I get it. And I do work with people. And again, I don't feel like money should, hold you back, or, and this is the way I'm guided to do things. So, check out, for those of you who have signed up for and are going to do the Soul Quest program, definitely watch this video from Tanya Gabrielle. And I suggest the rest of you to watch it as well, whether you're going to do the Soul Quest program or not. really interesting energies we're getting into with that square, and no matter what. Okay, so that's all I wanted to say about that. All right, that was good. Let me know if anybody has any questions as we go on. And anybody, I'm going to be doing individual readings from here on out. I think we have 4 of the 5 people present. I've kind of lost track, but it goes. Let me go back here too. Yeah, I think we go Laura, and then no, it's supposed to be Dakota, but I don't think Dakota's here. I haven't heard back from her. I'm not sure what's going on with Dakota. So we're starting with Laura, and then we'll go next from there. Okay, so my dear Laura, let's get it on. Let's get it on, everybody. This is so much fun. I love doing, these are called full spectrum oracle readings. And let me just explain this a bit. Instead of just doing oracle readings and getting some psychic information or channeling, however you want to put that, I just put the link in the comments for the video. You should see that. You don't see that? Her name is Tanya Gabrielle, but I posted the video link right there. So you should see that. So full spectrum oracle readings are, or can encompass me being guided to do some energy work right then and there with you, if that's what we're guided to do, or even mediumship, or working with my pendulum, or crystals, or medical mediumship. A couple years ago, just when I was doing these, like all these different things that I would start like being guided to do, but I'm like, we're just doing an oracle reading. It's not supposed to be like all these other things. And then it came through like, no, you're going to be doing things differently. And I like this so much better because I can just let what needs to happen, no matter what that is. I do try to keep these to 20 minutes, 20, 30 minutes max. It could go longer. They have gone longer because whatever needs to come through comes through. It doesn't feel like that long to me. I do have a lot of stamina. I have long lives before, oracle after oracle after oracle, but there's still so many I can do. I'm not like some readers that do lives with oracle and they're spending like 5 minutes with a person. It just does not work like that for me. And I've realized that that's just, the way it is, period. I am who I am. It is what it is. And I can't rush through it. And I can't just give like a super condensed, it just doesn't work like that. So with that said, I hope you enjoy watching these oracle readings. They are usually, or always, I should say, not usually, they're always really interesting. I get very clear information, and it's one of my favorite things to do. All right. So with that said, Laura, do you have a specific something in mind that you want to ask? Do you have a specific question, something you want to know about? Now, let me just preface this, and everybody, again, just let you know, if you're new here, your guides and guardians, your guardian angel, who I mostly will probably be working with. They're the ones that I usually work with. They know everything that's going on in your life. All of your guides and guardians do, but they're like your primary caretaker. And I, being angelic, I do communicate with angels first and foremost, along with ascended masters. So they know what's going on with you, and whatever oracle card or messages come out is what you need to know and to hear. However, I do, and I am guided to give you the choice to ask a specific question as well. So with that said, Laura, what would you like to do? Do you want to see what comes for you, or do you want to ask a specific question? Okay, my girl says, I don't really have anything specific. I just want to let whatever happens happen. I love that. Again, Laura is one of the people that's going to be in the Soul Quest program. She's diving deep. I'm so stoked. Really, really stoked to get in that with you, sweetheart. Okay, so let me just tap in here, see what we're going to do with the cards. These are my cards. Back here. So let me tap in, see what we're doing, see what decks, what deck we're going to work with. We're going to do this fun thing that we do sometimes where you get to pick what deck we're going to do instead of me pick. Sometimes I'm told to pick. Sometimes I'm told to pick a certain amount of decks or certain decks and then have you guys pick. And that's what we're going to do right now with you. I don't know what we're going to do. Each person's different, so you have to see how it goes, but this is the way we do it. So my love, this deck here, first one I was guided to pick and show you is the Hidden Worlds deck. Let me find the book so you can see that. It's Hidden Worlds. Okay, so there's that one. Then we have the light oracle. That's this one. Then we have the magic of the unicorns. Where's that? Oh, the book is over here. Magic of the Unicorns. And then we have the Sacred Geometry Oracle. And that book is this one here. So, my dear, which one you feeling? I'm so excited, she says. So excited. I'm excited too. Hidden Worlds, the Light Oracle, Magic of the Unicorns, and Sacred Geometry. You can't go wrong, but one is definitely calling, I think. The Hidden Worlds. Okay. I love this deck. I say that for all the decks. I love all my decks, but I always have to say I love this deck because I do love this deck, except that's tough. Let's go with Hidden Worlds. It is tough. I hear you. It is tough. And then at the same time, it's not. But the one thing with this deck, when I said except, is that I tend to have to shuffle it a whole heck of a lot. So I'm going to do some cardio here for a while because that's just the way it goes and rolls with the Hidden Worlds deck. I don't know why. It's always been like that. Excessive what I would call excessive shuffling. So bear with me. I just don't want, normally I like all the candles and all the fire and all the things, but it's literally like, how hot is it in here? It's 92 degrees in here right now. And I'm being guided to light some fire. So I'm like, oh, okay. Where is, all right, I'm just going to light what's in there. There's not much, but it's enough because I don't see where my sage is. I am going to do the copal. I'm doing this because we need to clear the cards. And this deck really likes to be cleared. It is very potent, very magical, very connected, very intense deck. The Hidden World connected to a lot of realms, a lot of beings, a lot of timelines. It's a big one. It's a big portal. It's no joke. It's a no joke. It's a no joke deck. I'm telling you, it's a no joke deck. So this is what I do. Let me just show you guys here. This is what I do. Take a couple cards at a time, and I go over the flame. What I got going on here is Palo Santo, sage, bay leaves, and copal that I just put in there. I think I'm going to put a couple more. Copal is a white resin. It's an Amazonian white resin. Bless, purify, protect. It's an amazing clear of energy. It's just another layer of that. And if you want to get some for yourself, the link to 4 Visions, see where it says 4 Visions right there? The link to 4 Visions and my link that gets you 10% off is in the description of this live. And I highly suggest everything on that site. I have so many things. This is another one. I'm going to spray it on me right now before we get started. It's called Pristine Rose Hydrosol. It's made with crystal essence and like 5 different types of rose essence. It's absolutely magical. I highly, highly, highly recommend. There's so many things. I'm going to do a live sometime soon on just 4 Visions and everything you can get on there because there's so many amazing things. There's ceremonial cacao. There's all sorts of tinctures. There's just so many different things. There's CBD. Yeah. So anyway, so this clears the energy from the cards and makes it so we have a clear, clear portal, clear channel. Whoa. Don't burn your cards though. That's key. Try not to burn your cards though. Try not to burn yourself in any way. Try not to burn things down, generally speaking. Oh my God. She says, that's the feeling I was getting. That's why I picked it. Well, good. Perfect. It is. It's a lot. It's a big one. It's a big one here. Let me see something real quick. Go out can I? No. I can go in. I guess I'm out as much as I can go. Okay. I thought I could go out more than that. Alrighty. Whatever you say, camera. Okay. So I hope everybody's having a fantastic day today so far. It has gone by really, really fast. Whew. And another thing that tends to go on with me when I start doing psychic work, healing, channeling, spirit walks, any of these types of things, I will a lot of the time start yawning profusely. Not always, but a lot of the time. And it will usually go away. And it will stop. It's like me getting used to everything coming in. It's after a few minutes. It doesn't go on and on. But No, I hear no, not that card. Sometimes those cards, a card just like fell, but I heard no. See what I'm talking about? And this is just like, I'm not in charge of how much I have to shuffle or clear. It's not up to me. I will just hear it's ready. You know, it's like being in the kitchen and somebody says, mix that, and I'll tell you when you're done. And you're like, how freaking long do I have to mix this for? It seems pretty mixed. Nope, not mixed enough. Okay. All right. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it coming up close here. Okay. So this is the way we're going to do it. And I might pick cards differently for everybody as well, but this is one of the ways that I do this. It's called the split. And I just keep splitting until I'm guided to the actual card that we're going to use. Okay. Okay, I'm having a hard time. This deck is so intense. I'm feeling all of it. So give me a second here. You know what I'm going to do? Let's make it easy, because if there's a lot of intense energy going on here, a lot of excitement, a lot of bodies, a lot of people. So let me do this here. We're going to use the pendulum just to split this first, just to pick this first side where we're getting going here. So if you could see, pendulum is moving back and forth very much. Connecting here. When I get it over one of the sides, we're going to start with this side here. So I'm going to slow it down. I'm going to slow it down because it tends to get really excited. Pendulum really gets excited with me. And you can see picking up here. If we get a clockwise turn, that is a yes. If we get a counterclockwise, that is a no. So it's really getting faster here. I feel it going to a yes. I actually have to I was using the pendulum yesterday with Ryan, and it almost hit me in the face. It hit the microphone because it'll start going so intense. Look at how, okay, watch this, watch. And you'll see, I'm not doing, watch, let me go like this. You'll see, I'm not like, I couldn't make it do that. So watch how cool watch what happens here. It gets like super excited and it'll start doing these interesting patterns, but sometimes it'll even like jump. You see it like jumping. I don't know if that's easy to see, but it swings so hard that it jumps. But here it starts going yes again. Oh, the microphone's going to be in the way. It starts going yes again, but really big. And then from corner to corner and back and forth. Look at that. That's a pretty intense yes, I'd say. Okay, we can stop that. Okay, so we're starting with that one. That's getting the ball rolling. We're not going to do that for every time, I don't think, because I usually get this pretty easily. Oh, it's happening again. Okay, hold on. Okay. Wow, it is so weird. All right, and then we're left with a couple of cards here in the end, usually 4 to 6, typically. I get a little OCD always right here when we're doing it this way. And that one. Oh, that was nice and fast. I like it when it's fast like that. I like it. Okay, there we go. All right. Let's see what we got here. Oh, wow. Card number 2. The path of the gods, decisions, meetings, future plans. Isn't that pretty? The path of the gods, card number 2. 2 is the most abundant number. Well, there's other numbers, but it's the number of creation. It's the, the double. Yeah. The path of the gods. Okay. Here we go. Decisions, meetings, future plans. Page number 38 and 39. You are now being given a glimpse of the place where the gods dwell and meet and play and enjoy. Within this painting, you will see 2 ethereal beings, fairies of light, meeting in dance in a field that lies before a great palace. They have followed a long path to arrive here, and now they know the moment has come to receive their mission in the world. So too is it with you, friend. Within this valley are held the meetings and parliaments where the decisions and ideas are discussed and debated until conclusions are reached and new wonder enters the world of the humans or remains beyond the veil, hidden in this sacred place. And let me just show you. This is the palace up here. And I will take pictures of all this and post it on my Facebook and Twitter later. Oh, and that reminds me. Boppity bop. Hold on for me 1 second. Okay. Just wanted to check on something real quick. Okay. Now you are in the process of deciding whether you will move ahead with a new venture or project, one which will see you enter into a closer relationship with another person. This connection will be easeful and good and blessed by to over such things. A little divine intervention has come your way, and the creative process will be driven by moments of sheer inspiration, where ideas born in the other worlds will come to you for their transition into reality. Ground all that you do. Earth, the sublime energies moving. Let me say that again. Ground all that you do. Earth, the sublime energies move through you. Make friends along the way and welcome an ally to your quest. Discuss and learn, share ideas, and wonder how to translate the imagined into the possible. Make this a dance, and those who have sent you this mission will rejoice. As always, you are free to choose whether this part will be yours. But when the time comes and the possibility approaches, this energy from the hidden worlds will be there to support you as you work to bring forth this beautiful energy into the world of the humans. Illumination, walking my path is a divine opportunity to create change in the world. It is so pretty. It is absolutely beautiful. And we know how connected you are to the Fae. I've done 2 healings with her, rainbow healing and the dragon, dragon heart, emerald key healing with Laura. Both were absolutely beautiful, and both the Fae came through really, really intensely. I even asked, I'm surprised because I thought maybe we were going to use the Fae Oracle with you, but they said, no, not this time. But they came through anyway with this beautiful message. The path of the gods and these 2 fairy beings. And this is talking about, this next step and getting closer to these, to the divine, to be to be somebody bringing into the world magic through you being you and whatever you're meant to do. And we've talked about that came through in your healings before. So this is really in alignment with that. But I'm super duper speaking, of course, to the Soul Quest program and that journey. And I really believe, talking about, people coming in and getting closer and being supported, that is about this program. That is about working with me and working and, being in that container with other people, and just stepping into a new place of community when it comes to all of this magical moment stuff. I mean, it's it kind of touches on a lot here. But also this is about exactly what I was thinking when you were reading it. Oh, yay. Yeah, for sure. That was really clear when I was reading it too. It's like, oh, this is about exactly what we're doing, what she's doing. And I'm not saying I'm the only person this is talking about when it says you're going to okay, you are now in the process, right there at the top. Okay, you are now in the process of deciding whether you will move ahead with a new venture or project, which will see you enter into a closer relationship with another person. This connection will be easeful and good and blessed by the gods who watch over such things. Most definitely. A little divine intervention has come your way, and the creative process will be driven by moments of sheer inspiration where ideas born in the other worlds will come to you for their transition into reality. So this is definitely speaking to all of that. I mean, it's a lot there. And I know that I'm definitely, when it says this other person, me being this, the facilitator and the relationship that we have is definitely there. Moments of sheer inspiration where ideas born in the other worlds will come your way. Not only about you and this whole thing that is the Soul Quest program, but beyond that is about, this is about kind of building the road to more of, setting the foundation of you and getting, open and connected so you can bring in and through into the world as much as you're meant to. We already got in your other healings just how connected you are to the Fae, like I mentioned. I can't think of another person. I mean, they've come through for quite a few people since I've been doing this, myself included, and just their numbers and energy and excitement with you and the connection that they have with you and you with them is really already very intense and very special and very magical. And I know that you know that. But this is also about that, circling back to that, where whatever these processes are going to invoke and set off and bring in and through, it's going to be really monumental. It's going to be really cool, because we were told in one of your healings, like, you are like an ambassador for the Fae and for this magical stuff. Like, this stuff needs to come through. How exactly and which way that's going to be, we don't know yet. It's just like, that is like, it's there. It's definitely there. and things are going to start being shaped and sculpted with you and what you're being guided to do to get you through to get there, to how this is going to happen. And definitely the Soul Quest program, you know, slices off a lot of fat and gets to the nitty gritty and really supercharges anybody's ascension process and healing and connections and all of these things. I mean, that's what it's designed to do, and get you closer to, you know, as close as you can to that space where, and you're on, well, get you with more understanding of what needs to be done as you move forward. So you can be as light, can be as connected, can be, you know, so all these other things can, you know, can happen, you know, so it's like that. And they're definitely coming through and saying, this is the true beginning. Like we began, but this is like a whole thing going on here about this. And they're coming through with this path of the gods to let you know that you're somebody, you know, really, really important to all of this, to all of this stuff, because of the connections that you have and the way that you and who you are, and whatever you're going to be creating and collaborating with is really, really special and very much supported. Like, you're so supported in all of this, and so it's like not just supported, but like encouraged, really encouraged. And that's probably why you've decided to do the Soul Quest program right now. And not wait and not put it off. Like, you're really encouraged to dive in and really make all this a real focus in your life in a really, really serious way. And because of time, I'm hearing it's just a time thing. If we had infinite time in these lifetimes, that would be another story. But we don't. And so, and that's usually how it goes, especially when people start coming to me. It's like, this is like, we start to accelerate, things start to move faster, and things start to happen and shift and change and all of these things, because it's time. That's why I have the Evolve Now program. That's why I have the Unstoppable Empath group and course. That's why I have the Awakening Empath. That's why I have the Soul Quest. That's why I have all my one-on-ones, and all of these things support that. And because it's that important, and it's definitely coming through with you. Like, you are now, they're just saying, you are now on the path of the gods. You are connected in a way, and you're being activated in a way to trigger downloads and activations and integrations and further, you know, and deeper healing and all of these things. That's really going to get the ball rolling here again with the Soul Quest program. So do you have any questions or any other comments? Because I'm not seeing, oh, they are saying that there are these things about your moving and home and all of these things that are getting sorted out. And if anything, this timeline and this, you know, what you've been being guided to do with the program, with the Soul Quest program, is going to sift the energies around and really help you get clarity on how you want things to be. There seems to be like a lot of different decisions, or not really, like exactly how things are going to go or where to go. There's all these kind of questions in the air, feels like. And yeah, this has a very clearing, sifting effect coming through. That's only going to help sort things out as you're moving, through in the near future. Where decisions are going to be easier because there's going to be less confusion, more clarity through all the things. No questions. It really resonates what's going on right now. Okay, good. Yeah, I see this as, real cycling, a really clarifying, real clearing, cleansing, and shifting energies coming through. So it's like right now, it's like they're showing me, it's like there's decisions that need to be made, but those decisions they're not even like ready to be made yet. They're just decisions that are going to need to be made. But even to get to those decisions, it's like one of those things. There's like things that need to happen first. And it's like, this is what this is all about. Making it so those decisions are as clear and as in alignment with you as it needs to be. So there's this processing out of the old and going into the new. We talked about this a lot last night. So that applies. All of this energy that's surrounding this entire shift is bringing in more of that sort of thing. So yeah. Okay. So there we go. That was really awesome. Thank you so much. I'm glad that this resonates with you. I hope that this, validates what you're doing, because it feels really clear to me that this is a real validation, real support, real encouragement, that you're doing, that you're on the right path, that you're, your commitment to yourself with the Soul Quest program and beyond is this is right, the right time. So hopefully you feel that way. Thank you so much. Totally validates everything. Yay! I'm so glad. Okay, love. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for your super, super duper duper, very, very, very generous donation for this reading tonight. I really, really appreciate it. Just so if there's anybody watching wasn't aware, these readings I had for a minimum donation of $11.11. And Laura definitely gave me more than that. So thank you so much. I really, really appreciate that, sweetheart. You're the best. I can't wait to get into the Soul Quest program with you and see you in meetings every week. Hopefully you'll be at meetings every week, and it's going to be really, really cool. Okay. All right. So moving on, you guys need to go outside. Let me let my dogs out. Let's get the next person up here. Who was next? I'm spacing. We had Laura. And then, I think Bo, right? Can't wait. I know. Oh, thank you so much. You're so welcome. I appreciate you so, so much. Oh, I appreciate you too, sweetheart. I appreciate you too. You and I are been brought together to experience and make magic, for sure. And experience magic and all sorts of good stuff. So I'm so stoked to have you here. I can't wait. Yeah, neither can I. Yeah, I think it's Bo. Bo, were you next? Let me see. Hold on, puppies. Give me a second here. I have to look and see how. Yeah. Oh no, Gabby. Gabby's next. Okay, Gabby, batter up. Let me let the dogs out. Come on, Bubba. Here you go. This way. Okay. Hi. Yeah, it was Gabby and then you, love. It goes Laura, Gabby, and then you, Bo. And then Nicole. And then Barbara. So Gabby, and then I said way too many names. Gabby, and then Bo. Gabby, and then Bo. Okay. Gabby, my love, you here? I'm talking louder, like that makes a difference. Oh, I know what I'll do. Gabby. She does have a baby, an adorable little baby. Super, super cute. Just turned 1 a couple weeks ago. So maybe she had to go do something. If she doesn't respond here in the next couple seconds, minutes here, then we'll do you first, Bo, and then we'll circle back to her. And in the meantime, oh, there she is. Okay, hold on 1 second. I've got this in case. Let's figure out. I'll take these photos right now. I'll post them later, but that just makes it easy. So if we want to use this deck versus somebody else, then we've got that card in there. For it later, because that's never fun. Okay, Gabby. Hi, my dear. How are you? How are you doing, love? Drink some of my tea. So, Gabby, do you have a specific question, or do you just want to see what your guides and guardians have messages for you, what all that's about? Tell me what you want to do, and then I will be guided to whatever we're doing after that. In the meantime, I'm going to have some of my sacred smoke. I should have brought more up here. What happened to my music? Oh, I took pictures. That's what happened. So, Miss Gabby, do you have a specific question? Or do we want to just see, hey, I'm doing fine. I don't have any specific questions, just going with the flow. Okay. Sweet. Okay. All right. Let me just see what we're going to do here. Okay. We're going to do something similar with you. Different decks, though, but you get to pick. Actually, maybe different. We have, okay, just bear with me. Let me get this together. Okay. Yeah, we have one of the same decks, which is the same deck that we just used for Laura, the Hidden Worlds. So you had a little preview there of the Hidden Worlds. Then we have the Oracle of the Mermaids. And cards look like that. My ring light died when, like, it was fine. And then ever since the power went out, I can't get my ring light to work. So there's weird, like, shadows in here, whatever. I don't know if you could tell, like, the light's different. But anyway, that's the Mermaids, Oracle of the Mermaids. And then we have this book. Whoa. This is the Divine Feminine Oracle. So every single one of these cards is some god or goddess or ascended master or saint or something like that. And then we have the Starseed Oracle. Starseed Oracle. And this is the guidebook for the Starseed Oracle. Okay, so you're nervous? I don't know why I am nervous of getting readings. Oh, let's talk about it. What do you, are you scared in any way? Are you afraid you're going to get information you don't want? What is that about? What makes you nervous? You want it? Are you saying that you want to do the Divine Feminine? This one? Is that what you're saying? Or you're saying that you just have that one? Just want to make sure. Me too. I love it too. I love them all. I love them all for, they're all so different. I mean, we have Divine Feminine, Starseed, Mermaids, Hidden Worlds. I mean, it's covering quite a lot here. They're all really amazing. Natasha, hi. Just getting to join. Hi, everyone. Hello. Welcome, Natasha. I'm glad you're here. So yeah, can you confirm with me? Is that the one that you want to use? And I'm going to let my dogs in. But, oh, where's Cora? You're by yourself? Cora! Ow. Why do I step on my feet? Huh? Where is she? Okay, I don't know where my girl dog is. Where's Cora? She does split off with him. Where's Cora? Look at Cora. Come on, Cora. Yeah, look back. Come on. Okay. My little Miss Independent. All right, I don't know where she's at. She's probably in the creek or the pond because she loves water. And she is part wolf, so she's very independent. Okay. Yes, I like that one. I would like to get that one. Okay. I'm nervous because I just get information I don't expect. Oh, okay. Well, that's the fun of it. But we will go ahead and dive into that one. The Divine Feminine. There we go. Let's see if I'm going to have to shuffle this one a lot. I don't know. It kind of maybe not. Maybe I do have to clear it with some smoke. How many times have you had readings before? A bunch of times, a couple times. And I am going to light this real quick. Oh, geez. That was fantastic. Is she there? Is she there? Okay, I'll be right back. Is she there? Yes? Okay, move. No. Look at her. I'll leave the door open. It's just as hot in here as it is out there at this point. I'm just going to leave the door open. Sorry about that, guys. Earlier in the day, it's really important. Door shut, open fast, and close really, really quick because, you know, it's cool in here and it's hot out there and I don't want to let the hot air in, but after a certain point, it's all the same. It feels basically the same. It's hot. Okay, so let's do this real quick. I love working with this deck. It's such a beautiful deck. I came from a family of divine readers. Oh, okay. I did not know that. Awesome. Okay. That's better. Okay, we're gonna do the same thing with you, dear, with this deck. That's a little manhandled it a little bit much. Oh, I'm starting to yawn. Oh, it didn't happen with Laura's, but it's happening with you, Gabby. Starting to yawn. Oh, wow. Oh. It's so funny how that happens. My ears pop, I start yawning, my wings start tingling, all sorts of stuff I can start getting hot right in here. I'm already hot though. For sure. Okay. Start out of the way here. Okay. All righty. There we are. Let's see. What do we get? Rita of Cassia, the patroness of impossible causes. I am miraculous. My prayers create powerful channels of possibility. Whoop, whoop. I love it. Beautiful card. Just get some light on there. Rita of Cassia, the patroness of impossible causes. I am miraculous. My prayers create powerful channels of possibility. Oh, I'm getting very, very tingly. Very, very tingly. Let me find where this card is. These are not numbered. They are in alphabetical order. So give me a second. Card or page number 13. The divine feminine number itself. Is that what page she's on? Page number 13. Hey, Alex. Oh, you love my keyboard. Isn't it fun? Watch. Let me show you. I got so much light. Can you see the lights? And it does different things. Isn't that cool? I'm such a child. I like things to be lit up and colorful, and why not? Why not? Right? See, there's more lights. I'm all about the lights. I'm all about the light and the lights. Yeah, she says, I love your keyboard. Hey, Alex. Hello, love. Glad you're here. I need to know where you got the keyboard. I want one. Okay. I got it on Amazon. I'll get you the link. I got it last year, and it's a very cool keyboard. I really, really like it. Okay, let's get into it. Rita of Cassia. Who she is. Oh, yeah. Do I need my glasses? I've been getting upgrades with my eyes, so my glasses a lot of the times are not going to be helpful, and my eyes are just like in between. It's very interesting. Okay, yes, this is going to work. Excuse me. Okay, who she is. Saint Rita of Cassia's life demonstrates the power of prayer to shift even what appears to be an impossible cause. She was born Margherita Lotti in 1381. Oh, that's such a number code. Holy moly. Such a light code, that sequence. Wow. In Italy to noble parents, she is associated with bees because as a child, it is said that they swarmed her but never stung her. And bees are symbolic of Mary and of the diligent work that must be done to gather honey, or the immortal sweetness of Christ's love. Although Rita wanted to enter a convent, she was forced to marry Paolo Vanizzi and had her first child at age 12. Wow. Her husband was a wealthy nobleman who had many enemies in Cassia. Rita endured abuse and infidelities, but through prayer and kindness, she converted him to Catholicism. He then renounced the family feud known as vendetta. Even though Paolo had become a new man, a member of the feuding family murdered him for his previous acts. Rita's two sons wanted to avenge their father's death, but before they could, both died of dysentery. Wow. What a bummer. This is all such a bummer. After the death of her husband and sons, Rita wanted to enter the monastery of St. Mary Magdalene in Cassia. She was given the condition that her family had to reconcile with the family that had killed her husband before she could gain entrance. That'd be a tough one, right? You can come in and be a nun, but you have to forgive the people who killed your husband. Lovely. Rita prayed to her patron saint, John the Baptist, Augustine of Hippo, and Nicholas of Tolentino to assist her in creating peace between the two rival families. The bubonic plague was ravaging Italy at the time and happened to take several members of both families. This was enough hardship that they agreed to relinquish the feud. Oh, God. Rita entered this St. Mary Magdalene monastery at the age of 36. Catholic legend says that she was transported into the monastery by her three patron saints via levitation. And legend also relates that while she was meditating on Christ at age 60, a ray of light pierced her between the eyes. The stigmata remained there until her death of tuberculosis in the monastery, 1457. Very interesting life, right? Wow. I love it when people crash my life and try to get people to. Okay. When your soul selects her card, despite popular belief, Saint Rita isn't about suffering or martyrdom, not in this context. Here, she is about the miracles that happen when we choose to be steadfast about something or someone. This does not mean remaining in a situation that is harmful to us. It means knowing that we can believe anything is possible and that everyone is ultimately forgivable. because forgiveness isn't about someone else. It's about freeing ourselves. Excuse me. We might have to draw fierce boundaries and possibly never see the person again, but we can pray from any distance that a light larger than our own transforms them, that a love that's greater than what we alone can hold and have for them might offer them a new life. Saint Rita is asking us foremost to never give up on what we want for ourselves. And she's suggesting that a path to what we desire is in our belief that it is possible. We might not know how or when things will align for us, but we can participate in deep prayer, a bone trust that at some point, I'm having a hard time. But we can participate in a deep prayer, a bone trust that at some point what we most desire will arrive. Oh, that's just an interesting pattern of words there. Soul voice meditation. What do I believe is possible for my life? And intention. I am miraculous. My prayers create powerful channels of possibility. Okay. There's a lot here. That was a lot. Holy shit. She had quite the life and a lot of stuff going on with her. She was definitely connected from the time that she was a child, and was always very much faithful and in faith and connected to her faith. Obviously wanting to join the convent and all that. And did. She wanted to do that, and so she did. And what she's coming through here is about that. Okay, more is coming through. Hold on a second. So I'm hearing self-doubt, that there's this thing with you and questioning or doubting yourself, your instincts, your intuition, your psychic abilities, your power, your divinity. You know, you said that you had family that have been seers and readers or whatever. And I think that there's been maybe some questions here about where you land in all of that and what's going on with you. You know, where's your place? What are you meant to do? How, you know, are you going to do, you know, mystical, magical things? This, you know, these types of things, because it hasn't, you know, been so clear for you. But what Rita is coming through with is that there's a certain level of trust and belief and prayer that is necessary. Meditation, intentional, you know, like wanting. There's passive and active. And sometimes we kind of are in a state of passive. We're kind of waiting for things to happen, to signs to come, for things to develop, for, you know, that sort of thing. And this is about having more of an active participation, an active role in those things, in making things happen, in wanting and asking to see, asking to know, asking for what help it is that you need, asking for clarification. I'm being told, you know, you are more, and like a lot of us, basically so many of us, we are more in tune and more guided than we realize. because we have been kind of more subconsciously going as guided and being guided. So we don't, it just happens. One of the ways that they are saying that this is an illustration of that is you being connected with me, you signing up for the Unstoppable Empath group, you just kind of tumbling into things sometimes, or at least it feels that way, isn't necessarily the case. And that, your abilities, your gifts are going to be refined. They definitely are. You're still very much new to this stuff. Even though you've been around it, it's like for you, there's just certain, everybody has the same timelines and stuff when it comes to these things. Tell me how this is resonating with you. Let me see what else. You're also definitely being guided to have more of a regimen for daily meditation or prayer, or both. Just kind of generally speaking, but when it comes to specifics about wants or desires or questions or whatever, to actively ask. You're also being guided to really start to put emphasis and tuning in on your guardian angel. Like, we're always guided to talk. I'm always guided and they always come through. That is a really, really important connection. And it's just becoming more and more and more important for, everybody. And especially as you're awakening and healing and doing active work, whether it's the Soul Quest program or the Unstoppable Empath program or whatever else you may be doing, being connected to your guardian angel is a really important thing. And I do offer that spirit walk for free on my website, Body, Love, and Connect to Your Guardian Angel. But you're also in the Unstoppable Empath group, and that's also kind of, that's required to do that spirit walk. So you'll be doing that, and that's going to be quite the help for you in honing in, having and getting more information clearly. And when we have a relationship with our guardian angel, what I call constant contact, where you are constantly talking with them and asking them questions about, whatever, just sharing how you're feeling. I attribute that, like, pretend you have a best friend just sitting there and you're talking to your best friend about, so like, I'm hungry, but I don't know what I want to eat, or, it doesn't have to be like all the big things. It's the practical living, because the easier our practical living is, the easier everything is. And we have these direct lines. We have guardian angels. We have them with us all the time, eternally, infinitely. So one of the things that we're guided to do at the very beginning, or what I'm guided to have people do when they first start working with me and they want to start, being more connected and have more clarity and have less confusion in their lives and more direction and an easier path. Around here, it's about it can be hard, but it doesn't need to be, and it should be as easy as possible, even with the spiritual war, even with, life can be difficult and hard to predict. Most of the time, it should be a lot easier than a lot harder. and and the reason why it's hard for people is because people are disconnected from their spirit guides, from their guides and guardians, from their guardian angels specifically. You can get to a point really, really quickly with some real direction and emphasis and intention of connecting and communicating and with your guardian angel. Again, constant contact. So instead of like just thinking to yourself, you talk to your guardian angel. And it's just a habit that needs to form. I say it helps every day when you wake up to say hello, guardian angel, good morning. Let's get started with the day, and just kind of just tapping in and getting used to having that conversation, whether it's telepathic or you're actually talking, is up to you. It really doesn't matter. Your guardian angel is literally in lockstep with you moment to moment to moment with your day. So they're always there with you. Okay, let's see what she says here. Yes, I agree and resonate. I have so much self-doubt and believe I self-sabotage. I just feel very fast and so much fog in my mind. Understandable. I'm going to leave that up so other people can read that. Yeah. As you do your cord cutting in the Unstoppable Empath group, you're going to get less foggy. You're going to have more life force. You're going to be connecting more, definitely, as you do your cord cuts. It is meant to help clear the fogginess, get you connected to your guides and guardians, yourself, your body, lifting up your energy. So it's going to do all these things for you. It's going to help in big ways. Very lost. Yeah. So yeah, that's exactly. So, okay. So yeah, so all of that was on point. And this is just about, really telling you, you are powerful, you do, and you can connect. It's your doubt that is really a problem. And it's like that for it was like that for me in the beginning too. And when I say the beginning, I mean, when I first really started to understand in my adult life, aside from what I did when I was a child and I was getting, channeling angels and giving people messages when I was 5. When that got shut down, I didn't do anything like that for another 40 something years. And when I did, I was like, is that, it just came to be where I was like, this whole psychic thing is coming into play. And it's a really, and this is just like me getting information for other people, but aside from myself, those are two very different lanes. I believe in a lot of cases, until we really tap in with our own divine counterparts for ourselves, that it's way easier to get information for other people because it's other people. And you've probably experienced that. But when it comes to you, it's like, oh, I can totally sort your shit out, but my shit's a mess kind of thing, because it's yours. That's very, very common. But the idea is the emphasis is back on you, eliminating people that do take from you, that are energy vampires. If you do have narcissists in your life, they will suck the life and the energy and really mess with you psychically and energetically and spiritually. The cord cut, the Unstoppable Empath group, the cord cutting that you're going to be doing, if there have been narcissists in the past that you're no longer connected to, that will help immensely. But definitely also with, kind of sorting out and getting, if there's some of that going on or anything else, when it comes to depletion. And, there's just more energy work that needs to be done. You are a psychic physical empath. We know that from your empath quiz. And you're overloaded energetically. is the problem when it comes to feeling, getting psychic information, getting divine information, being connected in a way that you feel stable and secure and not confused and it's nice and clear. When you're overloaded energetically, it's like, you know, imagine all this static coming through and you can't like hear a song on the radio. You're like, I don't know exactly, or somebody's telling a story and every third word is, you know, it's hard. So once the system is more and more and more clear and clean and in alignment, the better and the more abilities can come through. This works for everybody, every divine incarnate. Just because you can't now, or it's, you know, choppy or here and there, or it's unclear, or you don't, you know, you doubt yourself or any of these things. There's Dakota. Hey, girl. Yeah, you're here. We shall do you next. I'm glad you're here. So any of these things are going to take some time, but they're going to help you. They're going to help you. And it's very, like I was saying, it's super, super common for this to be a thing. And that, you know, just because it's like that now, it doesn't mean it's always going to be like that. You have started down the path that's going to get you there. But this card specifically with Rita is speaking to you believing in yourself. Not only that you have these psychic gifts and these divine connections and that you're meant to be, you know, I mean, you're a psychic physical empath. That's all the proof that you need. It's just you're gunked up, girl. That's it. You're just gunked up and you're young and you just had a baby and right. So you're shifting, you're changing, you're evolving this and wow, I really need to clear my throat. I'm going to, so y'all don't have to hear. Okay, hopefully that's better. Hey, Aqua, Earth, Fire. Oh my gosh, I love that. Aqua, Earth, Fire. Hello, hello. So there's some work to be done. But the real message here is with your intention and your work and your diligence and your seriousness about yourself, you are going to be refined, cleared, aligned, and it is very important though for you. It is very important for you to, and I think you're already feeling this. You said this the other day, that it's time for you to make the most of what's going, you know, time of what's going on with you, to get serious about stuff. You need to, like, it's all, that's all coming through. And this card is saying you do have power. You can create and co-create. You are a very powerful manifester. Sometimes it's about just not knowing exactly what you want. So things get kind of mucked up. And that's definitely part of, or a problem when it comes to how things play out in our timelines. If we're like wishy-washy about stuff, then it's like water in the gas tank, you know, or whatever. It's just not going to be as good. So I'm feeling that as well with you. So how do you feel about all that, Gabby? Tell me how you feel about all that. I hope that this is validating and inspiring, and also to have you know that you're on the right track. You're exactly where you're meant to be. And like I was saying before, like, you have been guided more than you know, or else you wouldn't be here. And I'm being guided to share with you one of my, oops, that's not it. One of my if you have not read it yet. They're saying that you have not read this yet. So let me get it for you. And anybody else who's interested in this, it's called Tap into Your Inner Compass and Spirit Guides for Practical and Spiritual Guidance. I wrote this, when did I write this? February of this year. You are destined to have clear intuition and powerful psychic abilities is the subtitle of this article. Is quite informative, and I highly suggest, as you are being suggested, to read this, and anybody else that is interested in all this good stuff. There is the link to the article. Gabby says, I really resonate with this, and I definitely have a lot to work on that I'm ready to work on now, and hope that I can continue working with you. Yes, of course. Me too, sweetheart. Me too. And you are, and you're just getting started. I mean, she literally, everybody, she accidentally signed up for my Unstoppable Empath course, and we were both like really confused about what was going on. But I think that's, just a real funny kind of illustration on this. And I'll get back to you in a second there, Aqua Earth Fire. What's your name, by the way? Can you give me your real name there? I like real names. That's really cool, but I like working with real names. So we figured that out. And the Unstoppable Empath group, let me put the link up here for those of you who don't have that. I gave you the link to the Soul Quest program earlier, but here's the link to the Unstoppable Empath group. It's only $35 a month. You have weekly meetings. You learn energy work. You learn how to take care of your energy cords, which is extremely important, that you do this self-healing energy work, and I guide you through it. You learn how to do the whole regimen. If anybody is here that is in that group that wants to chime in about this, I would really appreciate that, for others that are not familiar. But here is the link to learn more about that. Anyway, that's the one that she signed up for. And that's perfect. It's right where you need to be. We talked about the other groups for you too. You can join those already. You can get you going with energy healing sessions with me when you're ready for that. So yeah, definitely. And again, just please read this this article, and I'm going to screen here really quick because I want to show you all what you can do here if you're not into, not everybody likes to actually read, or it's just practical sometimes to listen to the article. Oh, not there. No, wait. Oh yeah, this is it. So when you go to Medium, whether you use the app or you're on the desktop, this is the article. Okay. Right here, it says listen. You can click that button, and it's like, AI generated, of course, but it reads the entire thing for you. So there you go. Some people really like that and use it all the time. Some people never do. I never do. I like to read. So, but I think you can even adjust the speed on it too. But anyway, I do highly suggest that. Oopsie. Okay. So that will help kind of sift things and get things a little clear there. And definitely look at my other articles. There's a shit ton of articles. I have so many articles, so many channeling, so much to help connect you and align you and motivate you and all that good stuff. Oh, let me stop that there. Okay. So I'm glad that, I'm glad that this resonates, obviously, but I want you to walk away with this, just with you really knowing that it's coming through. There isn't a doubt that you have these abilities. There isn't a doubt. You are psychic empath. You're not only your psychic, you're a psychic physical empath. Like me, you feel in your body what others feel in their body. It does affect you. You do need to learn how to work with this and control it so it works for you, and it's not controlling you and not keeping you so heavy and so tired or so achy and in pain at times, and shifting, depending on who you're picking up on and stuff. I mean, I dealt with that for about 40 years of my life. 40 years of my life, I dealt with that severely. You're not as a severe case as I am. Most people are not, but in any event, it does affect you to a serious degree. So what I really want you to understand is you got gunk in the system. You also don't know how to drive the system. So there's a clearing need. There's clearing of energy, which you're going to start working on. And then there's just the, you starting to understand how this all works and feel into your body and deal with the world and those around you, and how to work with your energy and how to direct it and be intentional and how to close it off and all of these things. And, I help with all of that. So it just depends on, I mean, I can help you with that. And I just want you to know that it's your intention in just understanding that there's a process here that needs to take place so you can get to the point of not doubting yourself and being very clear and hearing very clearly, feeling very clearly, whatever your special sauce of psychic gifts are, that they're going to be helpful to you, not just detrimental to you, that they're going to be helpful to you and to others as they're meant to be. You just need to understand how to work with your body, with your energy, with your abilities, with your gifts, with your divine counter. Again, working with and connecting with your guardian angel needs to be a top priority because it's going to help with all of this. Okay. Do you have any questions, my dear? Please let me know if you have any questions before we move on. And then we're going to go to, since Dakota is here. My gosh, I just sprayed my drink. Need some more of this stuff, I think. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me go back here and I missed some stuff here. Name is Janice. Hi. Oh, Janus. Okay, Janus. Everything does happen for a reason. Nothing is random. Everything does happen for a reason. Let me go back up here just for a second so I don't get. Did you say everyone has psychic gifts? I too have issues with doubt. Everybody has the ability to receive psychically and energetically. Everybody does it to some degrees. This is what we call instincts and intuition. Most people are not in tune with it to, any degree, but everybody has a third eye. Everybody has a crown chakra. Everybody's in this energetic field where all the information is coming and going from this world or other worlds and realms and beings. It's a matter of consciousness, intention, fear, doubt, vibration. All of these things make for either how that's going to go for you. If it's going to be shut down for the most part, totally unconscious, and you're just like people, not, just kind of not in tune with all, or highly aware and highly in tune. There's different sides of that spectrum for sure. You're extremely confused and lost. Yeah, that definitely happens. Well, when you're getting information that's choppy, when you can't, and then you can't really rely on what you're feeling. And especially if you're an empath that's picking up on what other people are feeling and thinking and desiring or fearing, that will mess up you. That's a real thing. This is why empaths have mental and emotional disturbances and depression and anxiety and stress, because they're so overloaded with so much from other people that they can't decipher for themselves. That's also a really, really big thing. I I would suggest taking my essential empath quiz and finding out exactly where you are on the empath spectrum, whether it's empath, psychic, physical, or psychic empath, or physical empath, or psychic, physical empath. These are different grades of on the spectrum of empaths, and they do, and it is different for the different intensities of empath. It's about a 10-minute quiz, and very, very, very informative. Okay, let me go back here. You're welcome. Yeah, read. Yeah, you're very, very welcome. She says, thank you. I really need this. And I'm pretty sure she was talking about the article. There's that. And then, sorry, I think all things happen. Okay, yes, we've got that. Nicole says, I'm in the program and have already experienced so much healing. Yes, you have. Yes, you have. I'm not so tired all the time. I'm thinking clearly and doing the shadow work. Yay! Yay, yay, yay. Yeah, you have, well, we had a full spectrum session. Not one like these, but her and me one-on-one. We had a full spectrum, and then we had a rainbow light healing where I removed a parasite that had been with her for forever. That was huge. And then she started the soul quest, the Unstoppable Empath group, where she started working. And she, man, this girl, it was hard to keep her from moving too fast. She was all over it so quickly, getting to it, skipping some steps, but she circled back. And now she's feeling so much better. And it did not take a whole lot of anything. It took intention, took some, a little bit of some time, a little bit of funds, a little bit of intention, and all that good stuff. Do questions? I think that you meant no. Do questions? I love. Huh? Do questions? I love this and getting started now. Thank you. Oh no, I think you meant no questions. Thank you so much. And you'll be messaging me soon. Good, of course. Yes. Let me know if you have any questions or whatever you want to do. But you're already getting started on the Unstoppable Empath. This is really about you. Just, it's really important that you stop doubting yourself. Okay. Really, really important that you stop doubting yourself. You are divine. You are powerful. You're psychic. You have a lot of things that need to be sorted, but it's going to be. Oh, we have somebody new. Anna, hi, can we ask questions? Well, sort of in here. I do have a list of people that I'm getting through for oracle readings. So kind of yes and no, because I do kind of need to stay on point here, but you're welcome to stay. I do have, I think, wait, how many have I? This was the second one. So I do have a few more to do. I'm probably not going to be able to do any more because these are taking longer, but that's okay. You're not all alone. You're definitely not all alone. Not at all. Not at all. I'm glad to hear I'm not alone. Oh, sweetie, you're not alone here. I got you. You're here now, and you're not alone on the other side either. And remember, your guardian angel is always with you and really wants you to work on acting. That guardian angel spirit walk is part of the Unstoppable Empath group, where you will be connecting and really working with your body, really getting in there. It's called Body Love and Meet Your Guardian Angel. You'll see it in the course. So you're gonna get to that ASAP. So I know you will. Okay, I got hearts here. Thanks for the hearts, love. Yeah, I mean, what's your name? Ann Ivy, if you're still here. Yeah, you can ask questions. I'll get to them as soon as I can. As far as oracle readings, I'm probably not going to do more than what we have set up here for tonight because I still have several to do. Okay. All right. Yay. I'm glad that all came out. We're going to thank Miss Rita. And what page was she on? 13, right? 13. I'm going to take a picture of her. And then Dakota. Now you got my email. Now I invited you all to come and join me up on stage. We were having trouble earlier before you came in, Dakota. People were having trouble with the links or whatever. If you want to try to get up on stage and be face to face with me, you certainly can. Or as you all can see, I can certainly do it this way too. I just think it's more fun talking to people face to face. It does tend to go faster that way too. But it's not mandatory, and especially when it's like acting up and doing things like not like whatever. But Nicole's was working. She was able to get in through Safari because Google was like blocking it or whatever. And then Laura said she was waiting for it to be let into the live, but I never got anything that said to let her in. Like, I mean, I know what it's supposed to look like. I've done this before. So it's not like this is my first rodeo. But it just wasn't working. But anyway, then Nicole came through and it worked for her. So yeah, so she'll be on with me. We'll at least have one person on with me here. She is second to last. I'm just taking these pictures there. So I just find that if I try to wait for this to do this after the lives, that I think I already took that picture, that it turns into a project. I'd rather do it right here now. Okay, so Miss Dakota, are you there? And thanks again for your donation, my dear Gabby, my loves. I'm glad we did this. You needed it. Hope you're feeling really, really much better. She's here. I'm here. Okay. So I'm guessing we're not going to do the video thing, which is fine. The question I have though for you is, do you want to ask a specific question or just see what comes? Sorry, you're a bit quiet. That's fine. You don't have to get on camera. That's fine. No problem. I will be right back. I need some stuff on my lips, and for some whatever reason, I don't see my lip stuff here. Just let me know if you have a question specifically or you want to see what comes up. What's happening to my lip stuff? I don't know why it's not here. Okay. And if I could get some more hearts and likes and loves, that would be fantastic. Just see what comes. Okay. All right. Give me just a second here. Let me clear things up here, clear things out. Dakota, close your eyes, take a few deep breaths for me. Once you tap into your heart and your solar plexus, take a couple deep breaths, feeling unease and a little, I'm not sure what, but I want to be able to connect with you. Okay. Let's see here. See what we're going to do with your cards. Hi. Hi, puppy dog. Hi, puppy dog. Gorgeous boy. Gorgeous boy. Who's my gorgeous boy? Who's my gorgeous boy? Babe, I'm not playing ball right now. I'm not playing ball right now. Okay. All right. I think we have 3 decks for you to choose from. Let me show you. Ooh, look at all this. Well, thank you so much. Look at all the hearts. I love it. Thank you, Nicole. And oh, that is Macho Chacho. That's Macho Chacho. My boy Macho Chacho. He loves balls. He's got a he's got a bit of an addiction. Cora loves balls too, but it's on a whole other level with him. She spreads her addictions around. He's really, really into the balls. He's my Macho Chacho. Okay, so let me show you the decks that you have to choose from. The first one is Oracle of the Dragon Fae. That is the deck. Then we have Beyond Lumeria. And that is what the deck looks like. And then we have Mystical Shaman Oracle. And that is what the that is what the deck looks like. So let me know, my dear. Beautiful. Oh, thank you so much. He is beautiful. They're both beautiful. Gorgeous, beautiful. I tell them all day long, they're so cute. They're so adorable. I have the best puppies in the whole wide world, don't I? You're the very best. They're such good dogs. And they're babies. They're only 18 months old. So second one, this one, Beyond Lumeria. Okay. Such an awesome, beautiful, magical deck. This deck was an integral part of bringing me to this home. Hey, Michelle. Welcome. She says the second one. So that is this one here. Such an integral part of my journey. Excuse me. Last year, in moving up here to Northern California, Lumeria. A lot of people have different ideas about Lemuria and what Lemuria is and where Lemuria is and what are Lemurians. I got a big, huge, fat download a few months ago about Lemuria. and Mount Shasta, which is where I'm about an hour and a half from Mount Shasta here, and where I moved to. And Lemuria is anchored in the 6th through 9th dimensions at Mount Shasta. And Lemurians are not gone. Lemuria is still there. And it is just in another dimension. The Lemurians are still there. I was actually got downloaded this whole thing whatever, doesn't matter. Didn't happen, but I have a real intense connection with Mount Shasta and Lemuria and Lemurians. And a lot of that is centered around this deck. I mean, I already was, and then I started working with this deck, and it was just this whole thing. So this is a very, very beautiful, magical, high level, light body, Lemurian centric deck, just so you all know. Alex is leaving. Okay, bye, Alex. I love you too. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Sweet dreams. He's in Romania, so it's probably getting later for him. I appreciate you being here, Alex. Thank you so much. So I'm gonna shuffle these, and I know I have to clear them with the smoke already. Oh gosh, the flies coming in here from outside. They're like, even the flies are too hot. And then they come in here and then they get trapped. Where is my... Oh, there it is. Gotta get a little bit more copal here. Ow. Just clear these real quick. I'll show you guys what I'm doing. Fire is so cleansing just on its own, but then when you add it to copal and Palo Santo and sage and bay leaves, it goes to a whole other level. And it smells really good. Only problem is it's a little hot, and it's already a little hot. So there's that. Again, I thank you for joining me. If you're not already following me or subscribed, please follow and subscribe. Hit the bell so you get notified of when I go live. I do have my weekly podcast every Friday night at 6 o'clock Pacific. That's when this was supposed to all go down yesterday, but I lost electricity right when we were going to get started with the readings. And that was kind of a bummer, but was guided to come back here tonight and do what we couldn't do yesterday. Oh yeah, hit the likes, hit the loves, subscribe, share, yada yada yada. Okay, we are going to do the same splits. Oh, and there starts the yawns again. Oh, gracious. Whew. I think we're good there. Okay. Oh, just a couple. Not too many. Oh man, I thought my face was going to break yesterday as I was doing pendulum with Ryan. He's in a one-on-one the Evolve Now program, and he has weekly meetings, and sometimes he comes with questions. So we get out my pendulum and we'll ask all sorts of different questions that he wants answers to. And every single time I would have this like tremendous yawn attack with every new question yesterday, and he was getting a big old kick out of it. I'm really glad it's not like that today because it was a lot. But I am getting them. Okay. All right, let's see what we got here, peeps. Okay. Internal Explorer, card number 32. Let me make this so it's a little easier for you to see. Got this. It's kind of hard with the way the light is right now. So my light broke. You see that face? She has, there we go. You can see her. She has all this beautiful long silvery hair. She's purple with this light. There's a lotus flower on top there, and there's just all these bubbles and energy and beautiful, lots of things going on there. So let's see. Card number 32, Internal Explorer. Beautiful. I don't think I've ever seen this card before. This is, even though I did work with it last year, it's still fairly new to me. And when I did work with it last year, I only worked with it digitally. The whole time before my move and even after I was here for a while, I wasn't guided to get this actual physical deck until a few, maybe, well, now it's been a while. It's maybe been a while now. Maybe it's been 6-8 months or something like that. But before that, I used the digital deck. It's an app. So, yeah, and I don't think I ever got this. I don't think I ever got this card. So here we go. Internal Explorer, flow state, accessing infinite information by going within, wisdom from the collective consciousness, theta waves, channeling, breaking free from limiting intellect, creative boldness, being guided by the divine spark. You already hold the keys. When we stop looking outside ourselves and surrender to a soft inner focus, we have access to unlimited information and resources. So this is really more of kind of in the same lane as Gabby's card and things we talked about there. Coming from a very different place here, but similar. When we stop thinking with the glass ceiling of our intellect, we have access to multidimensional wisdom from the collective consciousness. Have you ever felt in total flow? Perhaps when speaking about something profound that you have total faith in, you have heard your words articulate. Have you heard your words articulately unfold? Wow, I'm having a hard time there. At other times, when you have doubt, you must watch your words and they come out disjointed, only hinting at what you are trying to say. In my journey as an artist, I found I was able to paint more skillfully than I imagined when I stopped thinking or tightly controlling my images into being. This was especially so when I was starting out. By getting out of my own way, I could get into a flow that felt like something else was guiding my paintbrush. I've been there. It's really cool. If you're an artist, and for artists, that is definitely a thing, which is really wonderful. It's the creational 0 point state of being, which is really wonderful. This is known as flow state and is said to be the optimal state for higher function. When in deep flow state, it can seem as if something else is guiding me. Perhaps it is my higher self. People often ask whether I have a strong concept of what I will paint before I start. I do have a half-formed idea, but the state I find myself in when I paint allows the rest of the image to form itself. I don't try to control it too much. When I allow myself to really go there and listen to the whispers that guide the journey, it gives more soul to the pieces. To my pieces. These are the creations that people most resonate with, the ones that prompt a mysterious sense of remembering. I am dyslexic and do not think of myself as an author, so the prospect of writing the text for this guidebook could have been quite overwhelming, but I was guided to drop into the vibration of the card and trust that the words would flow. I reached a deeper part of myself where I somehow had access to information that was far more vast than my mind could intellectualize. The same place my visual artwork comes from. Same thing happens for me when I write. As you can see, I have all those articles and channelings, and it just comes through. It's about it coming through you than it being of you. It's a totally different thing. You may have read quotes about being far more amazing. Wait, what? You may have read quotes about being far more amazing than you realize. Oh, there is an infinite part of this that is God, or whatever you wish to call it. And when we attune to our divine state, we really can do anything we apply ourselves to. Everything is there within you, waiting for expression. Divinatory meaning. You are invited to explore the state of flow. This card is also a reminder that you are an infinitely amazing being who can access collective consciousness, especially when you surrender some control to the greater process or get out of your own way. You have the permission you felt you needed, so go within and explore. Wonderful gifts are waiting for you. So like I said, this is really similar to what we discussed in the last card for Gabby. But let me see what else is coming through here. Oh, there it goes again. So are you, do you do art, Dakota, and or write? So that's coming through. Are you an artist? Do you write? Do you do something like that as far as your expression? Or would you normally be doing that, but you're not doing that and haven't done that for a while because things are locked up? It feels like there's something about that here that's going on here. This is more about you not being in flow state than being in flow state, and you knowing the difference, and you feeling like something might be broken, or that you can't get back to flow state or anywhere near flow state. Not very much. I do enjoy it. I'm not too good at it though. Okay. Just then maybe that's, what about the rest of this? Because there's something here that has to do with that, but let's go forward. What about this other thing about just not, when we talk about flow state, that does mean, and you really do feel that, like if you're a writer, if you're an artist, and if you're in that, just go mode kind of thing, or it could just, be channeling and getting information, getting downloads and things like this. But this feels more to me, because sometimes cards and, oracle cards or even tarot cards are about what isn't said and what, the opposite of the card. But I feel this is a 50-50 situation. We'll get into that in a second, because I think you're going to be guided to kind of kickstart some things by putting yourself in that situation. But it feels to me like this is about the anti of this energy, but needing to figure it out so we can get you rolling because there is definitely blocks and adjustments that need to be made. There. Okay, I don't want to get too far ahead because I'm feeling other things popping up. But I don't want to get too far ahead. But you see how this could go slower when I'm like waiting for, it's just so much easier to have conversation. I'm just saying, just generally speaking. It's like, but we'll get to that. We're gonna, at least Nicole. I'm not sure if anybody. I think Bo said you had a hard time, so you can't get on, which is a bummer. We're gonna have to figure that out because I really want people to join me on stage. It's such a fun part of being alive, is to be able to have people on stage. Dakota Bell Williams. Dakota Bell. It's a very southern name, isn't it? Hello, little fly. This little fly keeps playing with me. He's walking all over my keyboard, getting my attention. Are you there, girl? Hello. You're here. Okay. Can you confirm or respond to that about this anti-flow state or whatever being? There seems to be basically this card is to help us get you into some state of flow of receiving, because it feels like this is not happening so much. Talks about the collective consciousness. But I like people to think about more direct, connecting with your guides and guardians, like we just talked about earlier with angels or guardian angels. Could just be the way she describes it, because she's not talking about connecting to your guides and guardians in this. And I rarely talk about like connect to the collective consciousness. I mean, we are all connected to the collective consciousness. It just depends on how. So I'd like to kind of augment this into really feeling more about just being guided generally by your guides and guardians. That's from the direction that I come from with this. She says, I'm listening. I keep writing something, then deleting it. I'm difficult. Sorry. Okay. Well, see, don't delete it. Just let it go. Don't censor yourself, or else this is going to be really difficult and take way too long. So just respond with whatever comes first. But that's also what this card talked about. Like if you're feeling confident about what you're saying, you don't have to think about it. It just comes, it flows. When you're, having to think too hard, or it's, choppy or whatever, you're really having to think about your words. That was actually said here. But there's other things coming through. I just don't want to get ahead of where we're at and get things confused. I'm not confused, just overloaded. Hi, Core Dreamer. Hi, Lovey Dovey. Okay, so while you're responding, I'm going to take a minute and go open my windows in my bedroom for my cats, since we have a lull here. I got to shut my door before the buggies start coming in. Holy shit. Okay, puppies. Come on in here, you guys. Puppies. Come on. Stay here. Stay here. In. Let me get you guys chewies. I need to open that door up. I'll be right there. That bedroom that my pets are in is so hot. Wow. That's wrong. Hey, babies. They're mad I put them in the bedroom. Okay, let's see what she said. See? Perfect. I'm 24. I'm a drug addict, and the most important thing to me in my world are my dogs, Marley, Pablo, Sarge, and Andy. I love them so much. Okay, good. If that was too deep, and oh no, it's not. No, it's great. Marley, Pablo, Sarge, and Indy. Aw, you have 4 pups. That's so awesome. No. It's not a problem. But it doesn't tell me a whole lot about this blocked business. When you say you're a drug addict. So that's definitely, if you're a drug addict, that means you have a parasite. That is, I mean, it does tell me the thing about the blocked because you are a drug addict. That does tell me a lot, without being specific. Anybody that's a drug addict has a parasite, an energetic parasite that is driving that addiction. Nicole, we kind of spoke about that earlier a little bit, about Nicole. She has chimed in before about this. But that is a problem that needs to be fixed. You and I talked a little bit about, in a chat, or DMs, I should say, several days ago, about setting up a healing for you and seeing what's going on there. I highly suggest that you do that. If you're ready to take care of this situation and start healing from it and getting yourself in a place where you can be healthy and not controlled and manipulated by this entity that wants you to harm yourself, and the people around you because of this addiction. It feels also like there is some turmoil in a relationship, somebody close to you. It feels either familiar or romantic, or maybe there's 2 different things going on, family member and like boyfriend. There's some tension and issues there. And so much of it, whatever is going on with your family or your boyfriend or your friends or whatever is going on, so not that other people don't have their issues and have their problems, and it's not to say this is, all 100% you, but this parasite is 100% controlling a lot about you, and therefore creating negative energy in other relationships and areas of your life that are unstable. I'm seeing a lot of instability, like earthquake energy, that sort of thing, where it's very unstable, and it needs to get stable. But that's obviously up to you to take control of that. You can, but really to understand that this is what is going on. there is this whole, there's this whole aspect of things that need to, that needs to happen first. But possibly doing you can try some automatic writing and some journaling to really tap into how you feel out of control, what goes on, the processes of it, what you feel in your body, because there's absolutely a parasite. You may have a second parasite that is more of a leechy parasite that's messing with your energetic system, not so much, with, through addiction and control. But that also feels like very much two steps forward, when like you feel like it's like at different points, like you have control over it in your addiction, and and then you don't. It's because of this parasite. They like to play with people. They like to let people think like, oh, you do have control, you are getting sober, and then injecting and triggering in a way that gets you to do things that you don't want to do. I mean, that's just kind of how that goes. So it's about fully, first you have to, kind of surrender the fact that you are fully out of control, that you don't, get to, plan your steps the way that you want to, because this thing will come in. It does tend to make you feel very negative, depressed, anxious, limited, in lack, in all sorts of ways. It knows they're attached to, when they're attached to you, they know what to do. This internal explorer card is about understanding the full situation and deciding to take control over this addiction, which means to eliminate this parasite or parasites. Do I carry a parasite from my childhood trauma? Exactly. Yeah, exactly. At least the one. A lot of times that parasite will be a narcissist puppet master parasite that comes in through trauma. But a lot of times it can also be, if that one doesn't take hold, then an addiction one will take hold a lot of the time, because there is this opening in your field and your beingness, from being in fear, from being traumatized, from being abused as a child, whether it's verbally, mentally, sexually, neglect, abandonment, any of the things, having a narcissist family member, parent, having also parents who have their own parasites for addiction, any of these things, it creates a situation where the person, the child themselves, are in fear, feels a lot of instability, and so it's usually fear-based, can be pain, so if there's abuse there, but it's about fear, essentially. When somebody feels this fear on a consistent basis, not just, your mom yelled at you once, and she was really upset, but most of the time she's a wonderful person or whatever like that. It has to be like, grinding a stone, like it happens again. And it just like the child feels so unstable, so vulnerable, so fearful, so abused. Things going on where this attracts, that it's like a pheromone that gets released by children who are abused, that bring in these parasites. And it's just what happens in a lot of cases. They play mind games. Yes, they do. They definitely play mind games. They play all the games. They play all the games. They do everything that they can to mess with you. And they can be really sophisticated. Different parasites can be very sophisticated in how they do mind games. Even more so than the typical addiction type parasite. But yeah, so this is something to really, really consider. Time to go inward and decide that enough is enough, and it's time to get rid of this little fucker or fuckers that are connected to you, and start to heal and take control. And you know, I can certainly help you with that. He hurt me and left me with physical deformities that I have to walk with me. It fucking hurts, man. Oh, I'm so sorry, sweetie. I'm so sorry. Yeah, that's horrible. Well, you can be healed. There's no doubt about it. And if you want my help, please reach out. We can certainly, you know, set up healings for you and get you started on things to make this timeline completely. Now is time. There is this massive portal opening up for this type of business, and you're really being guided to it. Obviously, you're here. You found me. We talked a little bit before. Oh, look at this. Oopsie. There's such a delay. I will be healed. Yes, you will. Yes, you will. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. She says, thank you for your words, Infiniti. You're very, very welcome. Yeah, it sucks, and it has sucked, and it's going to suck just a little bit longer. And sometimes it's even more as you get closer to healing. And just because, you know, we do these things doesn't mean that the war is over. The spiritual war, I mean, that's what we're talking about here. These parasites are connected to and all about the spiritual war, and limiting us is like connecting to attaching to us as the parasites. We're hosts for these parasites that mess us up in various ways. There's different and various types of parasites that we can have, and we don't know about that. Most people don't know that that's a thing, but it is a thing. It affects us physically, mentally, emotionally, behaviorally. It affects us with addiction, with our weight, with our health, with our interpersonal relationships. It makes life difficult beyond imagination. And people, the world at large, for the most part, do not understand that this is a thing. Most people see possession as, you know, Linda Blair in The Exorcist. And, you know, it's either way, you know, or whatever those other, you know, horror movies are that people get possessed and, you know, shit is really obvious that somebody is possessed. You know, but for the most part, the dark doesn't work like that because they don't like to be seen. And that's like a rogue entity that does that. Because for the most part, their greatest weapon is invisibility, right? Invisibility, because most people can't imagine what is attached to most people, including themselves. You know, an out of flow state body, a body in any kind of ongoing distress, including, especially that's easy to see, is any kind of I've got to change these lights. It's just way too white and bright. Oopsie. Bear with me. Just a second. Oops. Oh, that might be too orange. Gosh, that is so orange. Look at me. But it's so bright. It's like, I'm not used to all of these lights. Are different. That is really, really, really orange. Just hold on for me for a second. Yeah, that is just way too orange. I changed this one. Maybe it's a little bit better. It's just so, maybe I need to turn it down. Just bear with me. It's just so bright. And I'm so like, turn it down a little bit. I know it's just, I'm a little dark, but it was just way too bright. It's just the way this is all set up here that I had to do because my light broke last night. You're very welcome. Yeah, so first is really coming to terms with what's going on, you know, and deciding I don't want this little bastard parasite connected anymore. And I'm going to heal from that. And, you know, the way I see it is you're in a position most people aren't. You have this information. You don't have to suffer anymore. You've gotten to the end of the road of what is going on and how can I fix this and can I get better? And here are the answers. The answer is yes. Most people don't know that. They struggle because they don't understand that there is a parasite attached to them or parasites attached to them. So I highly suggest you think about all of this. Please reach back out to me if you want to set things up and get the ball rolling. And I have mentioned it before. I'll mention it again. I do work with people. If you don't have the minimum donations for healings and such, to let me know. I do take payments. And yeah, willing to do that. Okay. Do you have any other questions right now, sweetheart, before we go? Before we move on to Bo. Bo's next. Bo is next. But please let me know if you have any questions before we move on. In the meantime, I'm going to take pictures here. And I will be posting all the pictures of the cards and the guidebook to my Facebook and Twitter after we're done. I'm just going to take pictures now so it's easy, but just let me know so we can wrap this up, my love. If you have any further questions or anything before we move on. Okay, that is ready to go. And then Bo, my dear, are you here? Still with me? I know we've been here a while. And thanks for everybody else that's here and watching. I appreciate it. What happened to my music? Oh, there we go. It goes away when I take pictures. I forget that. I think I want to put on something else. No questions. Thank you for your time. You're very, very welcome. Thank you. I'm glad that you were guided to do this reading. And I appreciate you and your donation. And I do hope that I hear from you. I do want to help you. I know that I can help you. And it's just a matter of exactly when, but I really hope it's soon. I do hope for you that it's soon. But in divine right timing, when you're ready, it will happen. And I do believe that I do believe that will be soon for you. I really do. Don't let it get the best of you. Don't let it win. Okay. All right, Bo, baby. Oh, sending lots of love. You're very, very welcome. Sending lots of love to you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Right back at you. Right back at you, sister. I love your name, by the way. Dakota Bell. It's a great name. Lovely name. Cool name. I love the name Dakota. Great name. Three down, 3 to go, peeps. Hope you're having fun. I know sometimes these can be heavy, you know, I mean, but you know, that's what we're here for. We're here for divine messages and healing and to get people the information that they need, even if it's not the most comfortable. You know, but it's all in the with the intention of greater awareness and understanding and remembering very important things about yourself and the truth. So, Bo, are you here? After Bo is Nicole. Nicole, you still with me, girl? And I have not seen if Barbara is here. Barbara is my last. If she wasn't sure if she was going to be able to join, let me see if I got a message from her. No, not sure. Barbara, you here? Nicole's here. Yay. Okay, let's give it here a couple more seconds. Maybe she just left the live or something for a minute. Or went potty or something. But yeah, I have a feeling she's not here for some reason, which is strange. Bo, where are you? Well, Nicole, why don't you go ahead and do what you did earlier so you can join me on stage? I think you're going to be the only one tonight, but that's cool. Hopefully you're still planning on doing that. I mean, it's okay if you're not. I selfishly want everybody on stage with me because I like to talk to people face to face, but obviously, as you can all see, I don't need to do that to do these readings. I get the information anyway and don't require any information going in, not even a question that could lead me. Yes, to some degree, I know everybody here. Hi, Gabby. I'll message Bo so that he knows. Okay. Thank you. But that's like I'm just going to say this. If you ever go to a psychic and they want all this information from you, when were you born? What are your signs? And, just really prod you for a bunch of information, birth date, signs, status of this, they're not a legit psychic. A real deal psychic doesn't need and doesn't want a lot of information. I don't like people telling me a bunch of stuff about, whatever before I'm doing readings, because then I just have that in my head. And sometimes things come through that don't match what they're saying. So then, we talked about, it's like, oh, this doesn't make sense or whatever. It's kind of confusing. And it's just so much, it can just add to things that does not, need to be there when you're getting more, information. So I like the least amount of information. Nicole is here and Bo is not. So we're going to add Nicole to the stage. There she is. Hi, lady.
Hi, beautiful. How are you?
Good. You look fantastic.
Thank you. It's hot. Trying to beat the heat.
It is hot. We're hot. We're hot. It's hot. Should I go back to what? Oh, I'm not just taking random questions. Sorry, Gloria. I'm doing a reading. Hello, Gloria. Yeah, I'm doing a reading right now for Nicole. I'm actually not just taking random questions. I'm doing specific readings for people that already signed up. But I encourage you to follow me, subscribe. I do lives where I do oracle readings. That's okay. But I invite you to stay. I do have, I do have at least 2 more readings. So we're just getting started here with Nicole. So Nicole, my dear, did you have a specific question or did you want me to see?
I would love some guidance right now.
Okay. There we go. That's better. That's better. Okay. You just say that again?
I would love some guidance right now.
Okay, but not about, not a specific question, you just want to see what comes through?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just some direction, some guidance in my life.
Okay, so general, whatever needs to come through, general direction?
Yes, please.
Okay. Okay. Sounds good. All right, let me tap in here and see what we're going to...
Settings.
Are they on?
Yeah.
Okay, you have a little bit of a different... guess we're doing the same thing here with you. You're going to get a pick of 3 different decks. So the first deck is the White Light Oracle.
That one,
You've
please.
seen this before. Yeah, you've seen that one before. And then I think you've seen this one too. This is the Lightworkers Oracle, which is that book.
The first one.
And then we have the Sacred Geometry Oracle. Not sure you've seen this one before. That's this. So,
The first one, please.
first one. Okay. The White Light Oracle. Beautiful deck. Another newer to me deck for sure. This deck is really, really new to me. I started to work with it digitally just a couple of times before I was guided to get the physical deck. And that's when I got all the other ones too that I had been working with digitally, which I love. I love the digital decks. They're really, really cool. But yeah, it's nice to have the physical deck for sure. Okay, we're going to have to clear this. I'll smoke and fire. So bear with me. How's your Saturday been so far?
It was good. And then I came home and their air conditioner went out. So I was thinking of you.
Wait, it was good and then what?
I came home and there's no air conditioner. The air conditioner went out. So I was thinking of you.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yep.
Is that getting fixed or replaced?
We got to call someone out tomorrow. Yeah.
Oh, I bet
So
those guys
hopefully-
are busy right about now. It is so hot. What's the temp in? You're in Riverside or San Bernardino somewhere, right?
Yep. Southern California. Yep.
Yeah,
Riverside County.
it gets real hot out there. I used to live
between 90 and 100.
San Bernardino.
And we're having the record-breaking heat already. It's crazy.
A bunch of what?
Record-breaking heat.
Oh, yeah. 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 Definitely. It's a good 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 degrees hotter here than it normally is. Like the hottest it normally is here is like 103, maybe 105. Yesterday it was 109. Today was 111. Reading is 119. I don't know if you saw my post from earlier. 119.
I did.
You know what it was in Vegas? 112. I had to look it up because I'm like, that's Las Vegas. That's just wild. Anyway, really, really, really hot. Yeah. Oh, speaking of really, really hot. Hold on for me 1 second. Oh, I got it. Is that messing up with my sound too much?
Nope.
Oh, thank God. I have this big fan right here. It's a swamp cooler actually, but it doesn't work all day. It'll only work as a fan when it's cool outside. Then I can bring in the cool air. It makes a big difference. So, because the sun's finally down. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. I'll leave it as is for now. Okay, we are.
You always
gonna
talk
move
about your
this
dogs.
so we
I've never
can-
seen your cat.
I can't hear you with that on. Say that again.
You always talk about your dogs. I've never seen your cat.
I have so many cats. It's just that they can't commingle with my dogs. So I have them in two other rooms. They're upstairs and they're also in my bedroom. So, but yeah, I spend a lot of time with my cats too. It's just I can't my dogs and my cats. And when I'm usually with my cats, I'm so focused on them that I forget to take like video and pictures. And it's just hard. They're just different than the dogs when it comes to, I have a ton of pictures and videos of my cats too. I should post them. I really should. I just don't post a lot generally, just it's all time consuming. So, but yeah, I have a lot of cats as well. They find me. They are guided to me to rescue. I don't go looking to rescue cats. They literally show up at my house. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So here is our split. Again. Oh, well, there goes the odds. Oh, whew. So funny how I do that. Okay, we've got 5 cards here. Oh, that was fast. They barely sat there. I like it. That was quick. Okay. Okay, here we go. Card number 17, 528 Hertz, Mandala of the Heart. Oh, look at how pretty. Get some light on there. Mandala of the Heart. Okay, let's see. Card number 17, 528. That's a healing frequency. 17. I thought I saw. Will you tell us how to get a reading? My life is really suffering. Yeah, if you want a private reading, you can book with a private reading at infiniteempath.com at services and consultations and services. So that is right there on the screen. Otherwise, if you're not into booking something, then follow me. And I'm not sure when I'm going to do another live, but you'll definitely get notified if you're following me. Okay. I lost the page. Sorry, Nicole. Hang tight. Where did it go? And this book only wants to like open up like in between, so it's hard to see where you're at without moving every single page. Like it's not opening up at like each card. Okay, there we go. Sometimes aspects of our life fall apart or don't go to plan. This is so they can come back together in a beautiful new way. Trust in the goodness, in the inevitable blessing of your destiny falling into place. Do not trust your fears. Ooh, that's a big one. Do not trust your fears. Put your faith in the love of your heart. A heartfelt wish is going to manifest. The mandala of the heart is the expression of the divine feminine power within. It is the life-changing experience of love, healing, compassion, deep repair, and restoration that can only happen when we feel safe and loved enough to truly let go. Despite what the wounded opinions of ego might have one believe, love is the most powerful consciousness on the planet. It is also highly intelligent. As we open to heal with the frequency of love in our hearts, we naturally evoke positive effects in the lives of others too. We attract positive intervention from spirit. Pathways open up. Magic happens. Love is the path to the transformational, the alchemical, and the miraculous. It is the means by which negative patterns are and the original purity and beauty of our innate spiritual perfection can manifest itself in all dimensions, including the physical. We may feel we are bumbling along, yet we are blessed with an invisible, powerful field of grace moving with us, ensuring that our actions yield the best outcomes and that we attract what we truly want and need. The heart has access to a wisdom more powerful than logic, which can overcome any obstacle. That's a big one. Okay, we're going to circle back to that, but I'm going to repeat it. The heart has access to a wisdom more powerful than logic, which can overcome any obstacle. Oh my God, that's such a big one. To enter into that wisdom, we have to trust in something greater than our own opinions and our allegiance to our history, to our stories, to our program, to our fears, all this stuff. Your heart is more than connected to the universal heart. It is a holographic emanation, part of the sacred mandala of the divine feminine heart, and as such holds divine genius and power. It wants to manifest that which is evolving, new, inspired, and beautiful. To believe that history must repeat itself, or that to believe, no, I lost my spot. To believe that history must repeat itself, or that what we imagine is the limit of what can happen, is to deny the power of the heart and the generosity of divine grace. We need radical lovers and inspired dreamers who dare to invite in the most outlandishly blessed interventions of the universal heart, all beings. Oh, I love this. You have it within your heart to be one of those prayer alchemists of humanity. Whew, that's a big one. 528 hertz is the love frequency of creation. The choices, decisions, and projects inspired by love have countless and far-reaching positive effects. As we tune into that to that inner frequency, we connect to all hearts in a powerful alchemical network which delivers an infusion of divine protection and uplifting wisdom into the human collective. Priestesses, sound alchemists, and heart healers work with these frequencies, understanding their capacity to invoke the alchemical and the miraculous. These are our spiritual brothers and sisters, cultivating and radiating the consciousness of love, that soothing and courage-inducing medicine of the soul. In a reading, this oracle affirms that honoring deep soul bonds and sharing healing with your soul tribe is an important facet to your purpose. You have the power of love in your heart. It is the healing spiritual glue that can bring people together for a higher purpose. It inspires others and generates positive energy to lighten the emotional load many souls carry. When 528 hertz mandala of the heart appears in your reading, you are being put on notice that the divine feminine has a vision for your soul and is organizing events accordingly. She will guide you through your heart, and with her protection, the manifestation of your soul path is assured. Healing process. Take a moment to consciously connect with the flow of your breath. Let the breath flow in and out, and allow yourself to deepen and lengthen the breaths, especially in exhalation. Lightly place a hand over your heart with reverence and respect. Allow your awareness to travel on the breath, going deeper and deeper and dropping into your heart. You can feel, imagine, see, or intend that your heart is a sacred temple, a beautiful place filled with light and space. Rest within your heart with love and acknowledgement of its precious nature. If there is pain in your heart from this or other lifetimes, you can witness it gently and with compassion, thus allowing it to dissolve in your beauty, light, space, and love. Allow your sense of love for your heart and the love that your heart has for you to become strong and nourishing. Become peaceful and healed through your own heart connection. You do not need to force anything. Love holds space for all experiences. You can rest in that sacred holding of the heart. When you have rested for long enough, ground and hydrate yourself. You have completed your healing process. Oh, wow. I'm feeling tightness in my heart center as I read all of this because it's so heart-centered. It's like there's all this energy coming in that is in that center. It's really, really intense. Whew. Okay, so give me a second. Oh, God. So, Nicole, my love, we have a few things here. We have number one, that you're validated that you are doing what you need to do right now. When you say, what should I do? I need, give me direction with things. You are doing that. You are working on healing yourself. You're in the Unstoppable Empath group. You're working on your cords. You're acknowledging your growing strength. But it's also like, this is just, okay. So there's this understanding that while it's been a long road so far, you shared earlier in the chat, that you have had a rough road, that there's been addiction and that we work through healing, and now you're doing all this stuff.